when they double-crossed Saddam Hussein, he said, what are you going to do when they double-cross you? Because America and Britain, they've set the precedent now that everyone can see, working with these guys, eventually, they're going to stab you in the back. Mubarak was their boy. Gaddafi, he was starting to make deals with them. But they're both dead now. Because they can't be trusted, man. Snakes.
Walmart and all these bands, the house of Togama of the North Quarters, and all these bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee.
Right, so the Russians are supplying arms, man, over the shelf and under the fucking table, man. Legal and illegally, they're supplying their allies, man. They're supplying Syria. Whether it be directly or indirectly, they're supplying their allies, man. Who do you think's backing up North Korea? North Korea is under the control of China, and China, even though they do dealings with America, they're really with Russia. The Chinese really hate the Americans, man.
It's not a business opportunity America is, man. That's what it is. That's why it's a whore, man. You know? Trying to only do business with America because it profits them. Because America will buy every damn fucking thing from them, man. But their true alliances lay with Russia because they have the same interests. That's why when they sit up in the councils and that, man, they vote the same, man. They ain't with America going in forcing, you know, regime change and shit, man. You know, Russia and China, they're in agreement with certain things, man. So they're siding with one another. You know, because obviously it's these European nations and America that's all trying to push regime change in all these different fucking Arab countries, man.
Which is only them moving to their strategic advantage against Russia and China. Because America and that are trying to secure resources that China and Russia already done invested in. So they're trying to backstab them but make it look like, oh yeah, we're doing it for the people. No, you're not. You're doing it for your own national security, to maintain your hegemony over the world. But all of these things are in the scriptures, which these clowns ain't gonna go into. These false prophets are not gonna go into this stuff. Go on,
It says, and be thou a God unto them.
That's why Russia's backing up all these countries.
After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have always been waste, for it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them.
Yep.
Thou shalt not ascend and come like a
So
storm.
they're going, in this war, the Russians, because we all know that the Israeli state is the 52nd state of America. You know, the 51st state of America. So when Russia come up against America, they're going to come up against Israel too. They're going to come up against that IDF. It's in the scriptures. And guess what? They don't like them fucking so-called Jews.
Thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. Thus saith the Lord God, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind.
Yep.
And thou shalt think an evil thought.
What's that evil thought? That evil thought is, let's totally destroy America. We're not even going to just militarily conquer them. We're going to completely destroy them. Give me that in the book of Revelations, I believe it's the 18th chapter. Either 18 or 17, where it speaks about the nation shall hate the whore and burn her with fire. The Lord's going to put it in the mind, because when they go into this war, they're not really going to be thinking about totally destroying America. Because obviously they're Edomites. They're all about gain. They would just decimate the American government and then go in and reap the resources of the land. But that's not, the Lord's going to put the spirit on them to totally wipe out America. So they're not going to be able to get the gold and the silver and none of the resources that's in there.
You said Russia and America? This is World Press.
Speak up, bro.
This was worldpress.org, and it says Russia and China joint military exercise, and it's basically showing, they're getting together, and they're basically putting tactics together to basically draw America to war in America.
Read that again, sorry, sir.
That was joint military exercise. Russia and China on worldpress.org.
Yep. Yeah, that's the drums of war. They're preparing. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself.
I believe America and South Korea just had drills in the disputed territories, man. Causing that tension, man. That's why North Korea's getting pissed. Okay, that's why they're making these threats, man. But China has to back North Korea, man, because that's their partner, man. Okay, so it's tearing at each other, causing that tension between each other, man. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 17. Verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate, and naked, and shall eat her with flesh, and burn her with fire.
So ultimately, even America's allies are going to turn on them in the end and burn America with fire, man. Because why? The Lord is going to put the spirit on them to do it.
Yep.
There's going to come a point when Russia and all them, they're going to just say, fuck it. We're going to go full on nuclear warfare, and we're just going to destroy America, and everyone else is just going to follow suit, and the missiles are going to be traded, and America's going to be destroyed. Okay, you mean that in Isaiah the 13th chapter, and after that we'll get in Joel the 2nd chapter. See, right now they might not be thinking, oh, we're going to completely destroy America off the face of the map. They're just thinking, if it comes to it, we just go to war, weaken them, go in there, occupy the land, take the resources. No, but the Lord's going to put it in their mind to actually burn that place up completely. Because man's goals is of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way?
Verse 5.
Yep, that'll do.
Yeah. Okay, it's Isaiah 13 from verse 5.
Start from 4.
Okay, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains like as a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
The Lord mustering the host of the battle. He's making this, he's moving the pawns, man, into position in this thing. So that his perfect will can be carried out. Sorry.
They come from a far country, from the end of heaven.
Yep, that's talking about the thermonuclear missiles. Go on.
Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the land, the whole land.
To destroy the whole land. There ain't gonna be nothing left. Give me Joel the 2nd chapter. Tells you the revelations about them hailstones, man. That's the lake of fire that the scriptures is talking about. Ain't talking about no flipping Hades, man, and Orcus and all that.
Okay, this is Joel chapter 2. And I'm going to read from verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong they have not
that's
been.
That's going to be a terrible day. Not only is the earth already going to be in turmoil from the conventional warfare that's going to be going on, the cities are going to be on fire. There's already going to be thick smoke in the air. But when them thermonuclear missiles hit America, it's going to send a whole heap of black smoke up in the air, man.
Salt in the wind, man.
That's going to be darkness, man. That's going to be terrible. You're actually going to see these missiles flying overhead through the damn flipping upper atmosphere, man. Making all kind of noise. You ever heard one of them missiles launch off, man? Terrible.
great people and the strong, they have not been ever the like. Neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
Yeah, because them thermonuclear weapons, they were only made for one purpose, and that's for that great day of judgment. There ain't gonna be no more any nuclear weapons that are left are gonna be destroyed by the angels, man. There ain't gonna be no more nuclear warfare after that. The nuclear weapons was created, the Most High set up them German scientists, Oppenheimer and that, which he was a so-called Jew, okay, Amalek, to make, as it was it, Isaiah 51:16, the Lord said they bring forth an instrument for his work. He have created the waster to destroy it. That's talking about them thermonuclear missiles. They're created to first and foremost burn America and also cause certain destructions in other places, like London.
A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
The fire that devours before them is the when they enter in, there's a flame at the front of the missile, man, from the speed and the friction that's coming from the if you look at a missile re-entering orbit, right? If you saw a missile coming down back into the atmosphere, you're gonna see a fire at the front. It's gonna be red hot, and at the back you're gonna see the propellant, the fire at the back end.
Well, it's going to look like a bit like that meteorite that flew across the sky, man. Because all that heat is built up at the front. Okay, so it's emitting fire and heat from the front. Also, it's being propelled by the propulsion system from behind as well.
And then when they hit, kaboom!
Yeah, wow.
That's a real fire in front.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
That's it. It don't matter.
Behind,
it don't matter what's in front of them.
Desolation.
Once they hit, say goodbye to Yellowstone Park, man. Say goodbye to the Florida Everglades. Or the Rocky Mountains or whatever, man. Just say goodbye to it, man. Any lush land that happens to be in America, no. After the missiles hit, there's nothing gonna be but fire and lava, man. You know?
Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them,
Read that again.
yea, and nothing shall escape them.
You ain't gonna be able to jump on no plane, you ain't gonna be able to go hide underground. You're gonna be burned up. If you're on the shores of America, when this thing goes down, and you're not of the elect, you're destined to get burned up, man. Simple as that.
The appearance
Missiles take half an hour to travel from one side of the earth to another. Half an hour. How far you think you could travel in? How far you think you could run in half an hour? What's the blast radius of a nuclear weapon? Huh? How far do you think you could drive in half an hour? I reckon half an hour just about make it, central London, maybe?
well, you might do 15 to 20 miles. If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Because obviously the roads ain't straight.
And you
Roads
might
ain't
have
clear.
obstacles. You might have to go off-road. And remember, you gotta leave the country. How long is it gonna take you to jump on a plane and get the hell out of the way from them missiles, man? And don't forget, you're gonna have all kind of shock waves and shit.
Tremors, all kinds of stuff, man. It's gonna be a terrible moment, man. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run.
The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, because when you see horses in array, in battle, what you see behind the horses is you barely see the horses. You might see a head poking out the dust, and then behind the horse is just a huge plume of dust. Well, that's like a missile. You barely see the head, the warhead, and then behind is just a huge puff of smoke, and it's loud. When you hear horses riding into battle, it's thundering.